tell you what, that intro video gets better and better with every edit. Man, I love the content that we got going on that's in that video. It's fantastic. Great job, boss man.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. It's not Wednesday, but here's my ugly mug.
We got Edge.
Bonafide Thundercat joining us today. We also got Mr. FTW because we are doing the AEW Full Gear review. Couldn't do it last night because let's face it, AEW pay-per-view means 4 hours plus of nonstop action wrestling. No, I'm fucking with you, but nonstop wrestling, 4 hours long. So it's just kind of hard to do that shit late at night. We know a lot of y'all ready to go to bed, don't catch the show. That's why you tune in. You want to hear what happened. You want to hear if it's even worth to go check out. Well, we're going to let you know tonight, right now, Full Gear. Fuck yes. Full Gear was amazing. Fantastic show. Boss man, kick us off, brother. Let's just get right into this.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Turn us up real fast, and we are off.
Woo! I mean, ridiculous card. Every match was a banger. The only one I don't see on here was the one that kicked off the show. Oh, there it is right there. It's in the middle. My bad. Yep, we did kick off the show with the AEW World Tag Team Championship 4-way match. Not elimination. First pinfall takes the titles. The Acclaimed, the Outrunners, which they're still new to me. I don't know anything about them. I do kind of dig the 80s gimmick, so they've already kind of won me over a little bit. They're goofy. They've obviously been around a while.
The Outrunners been out for a minute. You'll probably, if you watch AEW, see mostly them on Collision and Ring of Honor.
Okay, there you go. Private Party, of course, the current reigning champions for during this match, and then the Kings of the Black Throne, Malachi and Brody King. I'll tell you, before I even saw this match was starting, and I thought Kings of the Black Throne for sure. That was my pick. That's who I thought was taking the whole thing. What'd you think, Boss Man, before the match started? Like before you even knew, who were you thinking was walking out with this?
I had Private Party retaining. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay,
yeah.
And that is exactly what happened, people. I mean, I can't. If I were to have to go through all the spots that happened in here to explain why the match was good, we'd be here forever. So I'm just telling you, the match was good. The card was good. You need to watch every single match on this. But Private Party retained. Lots of big spots for all teams. Everybody shined. We did see the biggest thing we saw. I guess they're going to be splitting up the Acclaimed. It looked like that to me because Max Caster coming out, spitting fire on the mic down to the ring. Well, that's Bonafide. Should be coming back in a second, I'm sure. But we had Max Caster spitting fire on the mic coming down, and then all of a sudden he kind of throws the mic at Bowens, and Bowens looks at him, gives him this look, and then towards the end of the match, there was just miscommunication throughout the whole match between the Acclaimed. I didn't really see the breakup coming, but again, I haven't been able to keep up with Collision or Rampage, so I don't know if they've been playing this story on other. Did you know anything about this?
I think the Hurt Business gave him a card. He gave him a card, and ever since then, it's kind of playing into it. So I think he might be like the first member of the Hurt Syndicate. If I'm not, you know what I'm saying? That's what I guess that's what I'm going with.
So Max Caster's probably going to leave and go join the Hurt Syndicate.
Yes.
Okay. MTG Gaming, thank you for joining and watching, brother. Yes, he did. We will get to that. And that was an amazing match, and I'm very stoked that was the outcome. We'll explain why. Bonafide, were you able to hear anything about what happened and how it ended and kind of the controversy between the Acclaimed?
No, I didn't see or
she's
hear
still
nothing.
roaming in.
So
Give her 1 second.
Okay, well, what happened was basically Max Caster came down spitting fire at the beginning, doing his thing, and then Bowens was already by the ring as normal, but he didn't flip them. He chucked the mic at Bowens, and Bowens was like, what the fuck, dude? And during the whole match, their communication was off. Their moves were off. Max was wanting to do stuff that Bowens wasn't. It's like, what are you doing? There was a lot of friction between them, and it just looks like that's the direction it's going. Boss Man explained to me that I guess the Hurt Syndicate, MVP or someone gave Max a card, and ever since then, Max has kind of been off, like, what's going on? How do you feel about that? They're going to split up the Acclaimed.
I'm not mad about it because I feel like the Acclaimed have kind of ran its course. So instead of running it dry, let's just capitalize on it and take it in a new direction. Because at first, the Acclaim, Max Caster was both Anthony Bowens and Max Caster when they came into AEW, they were already singles competitors.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I feel like them being a tag team, I feel like they've already hit the ceiling for them, and then I feel like it's really hard for them to kind of get out the gimmick that they're in.
Mhm.
So, instead of them trying to stay together, it's almost like instance like the Street Profits. It's just, let's just split them up. We already know eventually you're going to go in an individual competitor's direction.
Mhm.
So right now it seems like this could be the right time to, let's check it out for a minute. And then I feel like right now it's kind of necessary because we never really get to see any of the claims kind of like playing dirty or anything like that. So for it to be Max Caster, I'm all for it. And if he's going to do it and you're going to join, if you're going to go in that angle and you're going to go with the Hurt Syndicate, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I feel like Billy Gunn did all he can do, and this is just what's next. And I'm not mad about it. I feel like it's right on time.
Okay.
So go for it.
All right. With that said, we got our second match, which ended up being Maxwell, Jacob Friedman, versus Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Kingdom. So we had MJF, Roderick Strong. I knew this was going to be a banger match, personally. Not just because I'm an MJF mark, but because they're both great wrestlers. And I just knew with the story behind it, we all want to see Adam Cole, MJF, because they kind of let that storyline just fizzle. I think we all want to see. Not a lot of us want to see.
I can't really hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. At first, I think it was getting too far behind.
Gotcha. At first, I was for doing it, but they did take too long with the storyline. But I want to finish it. I got to finish loose ends. I got to finish. I don't like leaving any kind of story open, even if it's months down the road. Go ahead, get that one match, get it done. I think that's what they're leaning towards with World's End coming up. MJF, Roderick Strong. We did have MJF picking up the victory. The only thing about this match that I wasn't so thrilled about was not that MJF won, kind of how he won. It seemed kind of abrupt. So I don't know if there was an injury or what. It was a good match up to the points. And then it salted the earth for the victory, basically off of a Roderick Strong lazy cover. That's where I'm not, like, he could have finished it a different way. He didn't really have to go salt to earth is fine, but off the lazy cover, I don't know. I'm just being a stickler, I guess, at this point. I thought it was a decent match, though. There wasn't really a bad match on this card. What did you think, Boss Man?
I mean, personally, when we talk about, MJF, I felt like this particular feud, what are we missing at this? Did we forget that he got turned? So I felt like, I feel like this whole feud, it was something off about it. And it's like, bro, we forgot that we're trying to make him the heel out this feud, when in reality, he's the face of the feud.
Yep.
It's like, I mean, I like it. And here's the problem. I felt like the way they did it, now you're Roderick Strong. It was weird in the beginning just because they were the one that turned on him. So MJF should be coming after them. They shouldn't be coming after MJF. So really, I think that's where the confusion came from, and I think that's why we kind of got
Adam Cole versus MJF. Let's be for real. It shouldn't have been MJF and Roderick Strong at all. It should have been MJF and Adam Cole, and we should be done with this storyline. We should not be heading into World's End towards the end of the year and now just finishing the storyline. It's already been dragged enough to where it don't make no sense. Now you're adding even more stuff into it where it doesn't even. Now it doesn't even seem like it's a storyline. We almost forgot that it was a storyline of how crazy it's getting.
Well, and I think because it took so long for them to bring Adam Cole back, they think that we're stupid. Oh, it's been like 6-8 months. They definitely forgot that MJF was the one that got screwed over. No, we did not forget the Brochachos. We did not forget about that awesome chemistry and tag team that they had going, and then the betrayal. The one time MJF's ever been a face, and it worked. And he had his one and only friend betray him. I mean, that's fucking gold storytelling.
Yeah, and especially with it being Adam Cole.
Yeah, this epic heel, the heel of heels, this asshole that cusses out everybody. He does, and even as a face, he was still doing that shit, but it was a little more respectful as you can get, still be an asshole, you know. And we loved it. He was our scumbag. And then you have him get betrayed the first time he lets someone in. Like I said, it's gold, it's money, and then we're supposed to forget. Oh, well, now we're bringing Adam Cole back as a face. So now the whole entire Undisputed Kingdom overnight is supposed to be a face, and we're MJF's the heel. You got to boo him again. No, I agree with you 100%. That's dumb as fuck. I get it. Maybe they didn't want to keep MJF as a face for whatever reason because he was doing stuff while Adam Cole's been out this whole time. And they didn't want him to wrestle the people that he did wrestle as a face because they were faces. Danny Garcia, stuff like that. So, okay, I get that. But this is not the way you should have done this. Yeah. Still bring Adam Cole back as a heel. The Undisputed Kingdom's been a heel this whole time until you brought Adam Cole back. Keep them as a heel. Bring Adam Cole back. They terrorize MJF again. He gets his revenge. We're done. We could have finished it at World's End. Now we're probably are going to finish it at World's End, but it's like you said, the story doesn't matter anymore. It's just let's get this match over with at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Buffett, what was the third match? Can you bring that up? Was it Hangman and
Yes.
It was Hangman and Switchblade. That was the third match. Oh, yeah. This match right here.
My match of the night, person. My match of the night, person.
Go ahead and kick us off with this one then, brother. This is your match of the night.
Okay, man. Personally, man, look. Hangman, Switchblade. Me personally, I'm just going to be honest with you. My boy Lau was the one that got me on AEW probably like, I want to say 3-4 years ago. And I've been more of an MJF mark. But for the last couple of, I want to say year or so, I've been more leaning towards my guy Switchblade. I love me some Switchblade. But not only that, this is the best Hangman. Because I'm more like Lau, man. Lau tells you all the time, we're not big fans of the Outlaw, the whole cowboy gimmick. Not a big fan of it. I mean, it is what it is. It's a gimmick. But this new Hangman has been the best Hangman we got. Me personally, I didn't see Hangman losing this match. So for one, I really didn't. So to see Hangman lose, it was kind of like, okay, I see where we're going here.
I seen him losing.
That's because you bang gang all the way.
He had just beat Swerve in the last pay-per-view. So it's like, I don't know. I really didn't. So, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't.
Because he went against Switchblade. Switchblade, he's been in the Bang Bang Gang. They've been doing their own little thing, but Jay White has been a dominant independent wrestler. So for him to come and then go against Hangman Adam Page, it's for Hangman Adam Page to step his game up. Jay White, he needs more respect put on his name, and how he was going to do that was by being Hangman Adam Page.
And I agree and I disagree because this is number 5. He told him after the match, he's like 5. He's 5-1 in his career against Hangman. He's definitely got Hangman's number for sure. But this is
a different Hangman, so it's going to hit a little bit.
That was my exact point. But this being the best Hangman, this is a Hangman that could beat Jay White, that did beat Jay White once because he got that one victory. This new Hangman got that one victory. Not any of the other previous shit. This Hangman. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It was a banger match. I mean, it's hard for me to know if this is my match of the night. It's definitely going to be tied for match of the night for sure because this was just
bro. The way they both worked, like from working both working limb damage to slowly working in big spots, like.
Both knees too. You don't see that. Usually you see one guy, if a knee gets hurt, well, the other guy's working another guy's shoulder or back. It's never both of them are working their knees or ankles. Both of them are limping and hobbling. I love it. It was fucking great.
Yep. So, I mean, I got to go ahead and give them their props, man. Like, I got to go and make it do what it do, man. Now, to me personally, that's my match of the night. And like I said, we come out with our boy Jay White, the Switchblade, with a dub, man. Y'all got anything to say?
Bang Bang Gang.
I know he calls it the Blade Runner, but I'll forever call it the Sister Abigail. I love that fucking move. We could be 10 years in the future, and it could be the newest big thing, and that's his move, and he calls it the spilt juice box. I don't give a fuck. It's always going to be the goddamn Sister Abigail for me.
Still to this day, that is the first move I ever took. My first ever match.
That's true. You did. Yeah. Sister Abigail.
Yep.
Let me in.
Because your first match was pretty close to Bray's passing.
It was after his passing. It was that.
Right,
it was like I think. He passed like that. What, Tuesday or Wednesday? My first match was that Saturday.
Something like that, because the guy did it to you basically as an homage to Bray.
Yep.
So that's an honor, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I then believe we had Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher.
No,
Y'all pray.
It was either that or it was the champagne celebration.
No, it was with Ospreay. No, I thought it was a champagne celebration was after Statlander and Monet.
Was it after that? It might have been. So I did think it was Ospreay and Fletcher, and then the Monet match. So yes. Ospreay and Fletcher. We'll get right to this. This is tied for match of the night for me. This is why I have such a hard time, because this match right here, I hate the outcome. I absolutely hate the outcome. I understand it. I do.
Who won? Kyle Fletcher?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Kyle Fletcher beats Will Ospreay.
I'm not mad about it.
Kind of clean.
I told you, I've seen this several times on the indie scene.
I'm not mad about it.
I've seen their match at GCW.
Yeah.
Blew my fucking mind. Like I said, I've seen this several times with them too. And Will usually does always beat Kyle. So for Kyle to be that little brother and get the dub, I'm cool with it. Like I told you, my only if about the match was how many times Will got dropped on his fucking head. That was it.
I know. Well, like you said, Bossman, he keeps doing that. He can be wrestling much longer.
Like that tombstone power driver to the steel steps. Like, oh my god, bro.
Yes, but like literally from the apron, tombstone, jumping, not just falling over. And it wasn't a back, it was an Undertaker style jumping onto steel step tombstone from the apron.
Wow.
Then the finisher, basically a brain buster on the turnbuckle.
You know that the tombstone and turnbuckles are deadly in wrestling.
And then the dropped on both times on them is like, come on, bro. And just
was the title even on the line?
No.
Neither has the title.
No. Neither has one. Yeah. But to think that how many times he got dropped on his head out through the match.
Yeah. But absolutely. If you want to watch best friends wrestle, you want to watch two people with perfect chemistry, you got to check out this match. Or the GCW match that Bossman mentioned, because if that one, then I mean, obviously these two are friends in real life, like they say they are. Obviously, these two have traveled the indie scene and the world together. They were in, I think, aren't they in United Kingdom or something over in Japan? They were in some kind of faction.
Yes, it's tag team.
So I mean, come on, they've got the chemistry. This is like when we saw Dax, Harwood, and Cash Wheeler go one-on-one in the Bret Hart tournament.
Or WWE side when you see Tommaso and Johnny. Like, I'm sorry, that will in WWE terms. I'm sorry, that will be one of the best matches we will get in WWE. It's Tommaso and Johnny. It was actually a 5-star. It actually got rated a 5-star match when it was on NXT.
I mean, they had a hell of a feud in NXT. That was amazing wrestling. Like, holy shit!
Yeah, the NXT takeover. I want to say takeover New Orleans. That match between them was 5 stars.
Yeah, hands down. Yeah.
But that's why I expected Kyle Fletcher to win this match. Because Will Ospreay, he's already hot, so him winning against Kyle Fletcher wasn't gonna do nothing to him. Or either him losing wasn't gonna cause any harm. This match was to put Kyle Fletcher over and get Kyle Fletcher some momentum, and that's exactly what he needs to do. And he had to beat Will Ospreay for that to solidify his character and where he's headed to. And if he didn't, he would have got lost in the crossfires.
And it did what it was supposed to do. The crowd was in shock. Like me, my mouth was hanging open. Like, huh? My boy Joe too. We were both looking like, wait, hold up, what? Because we thought Ospreay had the bag. We knew this was gonna be a banger match, but Ospreay's got the bag. We both had no doubts in either one of our minds that Ospreay was walking out with the victory, and that just. Not only did the match blow my mind, because I've seen Kyle Fletcher, haven't seen a lot of him, and this is Kyle Fletcher's put on some bulk. He's looking good, so
he can highlight himself, and what else better than Will Ospreay?
The reason he gets compared to Will Ospreay so much is I've seen lot of them outside of AEW, and everywhere he goes overseas, he packs out. The building is usually there just to see Kyle Fletcher.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's
And
usually because
he don't really have that here.
he wrestles a lot like Will Ospreay. That's why they had that storyline, because he wrestles outside. Like if you watch the JCW match, bro, I seen Kyle do things I didn't even know Kyle could do. Now, granted, this was a smaller Kyle at the time,
Right.
but it's still just like, well, damn, I didn't even know Kyle could do that. Like, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So put some respect on Kyle Fletcher's name, people. He's here. He's been here for a while, but now he's definitely showing the fuck out, because that was, like I said, probably time me. We had the fact that we had those two matches back to back was just like, huh. And that was barely half the card, half the show, because we get into the champagne celebration, Mariah May and Mina Shirakawa. This to me was the lowest moment of the night. It was unnecessary. It was stupid. I get the story purposes of it, but now look, let me preface this. I am a straight white guy that loves a beautiful woman, okay? Ain't got nothing wrong with it. But this is not 1999, 1998, 2000 Attitude Era, early Ruthless Aggression. This is not Diva.
Show me the puppy.
Diva era. Yeah, this is not show me the puppies. I'm going to just shake my chest, and that's the whole thing. Okay, it was cute the first time y'all did it. Oh, that's funny. But now that's the whole, like, look at my chest, and you're bringing more and more attention, less to the wrestling, more to look how sexy we are, and oh, we're in love with each other. We're going to have this lesbian type thing. No, fuck all that shit, okay? I'm not being disrespectful to anybody of the LGBTQ community when I say that. I'm just saying this storyline, as far as this going with them playing like that, I'm not into it. Not because it's a lesbian thing. Just, it's no point. There's no need for it. If they're going to wrestle,
I got two things. I'm gonna take it a step further.
That's the words I'm looking for, real quick, boss man. Hold on, real quick. The over-sexualization of this feud is what I'm not for. Like this is old school. We don't need this anymore. They can go. Let's watch them go. Go ahead, boss man.
I'm gonna take it a step further with them. That not only is it that, two things. One is we done got wrestling back to the point in life where it's kids back in wrestling. So there's too many kids at shows now. To be doing that in this particular and in this day and age, there's too many kids that shows for that. And number three is not selling shit. Yeah. We still don't know who the hell we still don't know who the hell that woman is. Besides, she comes with champagne and shakes her titties every time. I still don't know who she is.
Yeah. She was Mariah May's tag team
outside partner. Of all of this, they have the nerve to botch the fucking finish and all themselves, where they hit a table and then bounce off that table and then go through another table. But you could tell the table they hit off the first time was hard as shit. They bounce off that motherfucker and then hit another table and go through it. But you could tell the first table,
off the walkout ramp.
Like, old girl got up, she was bleeding, her nose was busted.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And see how they prefaced this, how they did leading up to doing the thing off the stage would have been okay if they would have gotten the candy glass, meaning fake glass people. I'm not for the real glass shit. I don't care what Mr. The whole Phil Brooks and Jack Perry. Jack, you can use real glass all you fucking want, brother. Good for you. I'm not. I'm with Phil Brooks on this one. You'll rarely ever hear me say that. Fake glass is the way to go. You want to extend your career and keep it. And you're doing some stage shit anyways. If she'd have hit her with that champagne bottle over the head and walked out or did something, that'd have been fine. I wouldn't have such a problem with this, the way this worked out. Not just the botch at the end with the bounce off the table and all that looked horrible. Like, oh my God, you almost killed each other. Like that, it did not look good. Did not look wrestling like, ooh, it looked like, oh, shit, the doctor.
That's the first. That was my first impression when they hit it. It's like, oh shit, like that didn't sound good. That sounded like didn't shit break.
But instead, you have Mariah May. You have Mariah May fail to hit her with this champagne bottle, and then you have Mina kick it out of her hand into. What if Mina would have fucked up and kicked it wrong and kicked that shit into the fans? You know how much sued on that shit. That was too fucking risky and stupid. Didn't need to do that. If you're gonna break the bottle, but not like that. Or use fake glass and hit it over her head. Or use the real thing and hit it over her head if she's stupid and wants to do that. I'm just saying, I didn't. This segment I feel like this was a Dynamite segment. This was a Dynamite segment leading up to a PLE. This was not a PLE segment.
Yeah, I'm surprised they even had it on the PLE, and especially how long
She's the AEW Women's Champion. So she's the AEW Women's Champion. So I think they just wanted to have her on the show some way, somehow. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Next, we got Mercedes and Statlander, which was a fucking banger.
Oh my God! Finally, this people I can say, Mercedes has not looked good since she's been in AEW. Like, I have not been impressed with any of her matches. She does not look like Sasha Banks or anything like that. It just looks like a knockoff Sasha Banks, a shell of what she used to be. Until this Statlander match, this was Sasha Banks. This is Mercedes Moné, but this was like, okay, I'm watching Sasha now. Sasha could wrestle. Mercedes wasn't showing me shit. Now Mercedes is showing me she still got it. Maybe she finally got the butterflies out of the ring rust or whatever, or she finally found some chemistry with someone, because Chris also impressed me for the first time in this match. Like, Chris Statlander was fantastic.
She's a hit and miss too.
And it was a great match. Mercedes Moné does retain.
I think you said it best, and I'm gonna keep it real. This is what we call a great dance partner, a great dance match. Because here's my thing, and I'll fit this. Chris Statlander wrestles like she belongs in WWE.
Yeah,
she has everything that she has everything that states WWE, in my opinion. When I see Chris Statlander,
yeah, I say yeah and then a no. You know, because she kind of gives me like. I feel like you could see her on the WWE screen, but I feel like she's still gonna be treated like a Tegan Knox.
And see, kind of, but here's the thing: by her being a powerhouse, she could be a mix between the two.
She's too big.
That's a good thing. Like, that is a good thing. That's why these mid-card titles we got going on right now. So, like, even if she went to WWE and went to NXT, like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like her persona is not her character. Her whole persona is not very well packaged together.
That's why she's a WWE person, though. Because if you think about it, most of their women, especially their powerhouses, don't have no persona. They're not very well put together, but here's what they can do with that with her gimmick, her persona. They can mix a lot of that up. WWE can. That's the one reason it's not hidden with you, because Tony Khan can't mix it right like WWE can, and that's why.
I feel like she had a little bit of that when she had Stokely, and we see what happened with Stokely.
I say this with all due respect. I love Stokely, but
I feel like we've seen her in different factions where I feel like it's something missing, and maybe it could be that she doesn't have she hasn't been the right
wrestler. That's why. It's not hitting.
Her gear she came out with was kind of an homage to her throwback, like almost her alien gear, sort of. She didn't have the face paint that she used to do.
Because I'm telling you, over the times where she's tried to pay homage to like different things with her character or her outfits, it don't hit. People don't know what she's paying homage to. It's just the message does not get received.
This one did, at least for me. Like, I recognized it as like, oh, the color scheme and kind of the gear itself was the green and purple, the alien Chris Statlander. She didn't act like that. She didn't wrestle.
She did the Zoolander homage. She did something else that was a homage to something else. Yeah, and it don't hit. It don't hit. It's not for lack of effort, you know what I mean? But I feel like she's trying, but it's just, I don't know.
I agree with you. I think that WWE would be able to package her better with whatever gimmick she's trying to do, because they're more used to it. They have 50 years under their fucking belt.
I feel like she's more WWE. That's why I felt like we were able to see a better matchup with her and, Mercedes Moné, compared to, like, even though I love Mercedes and I know she loves that style of wrestling, I think she doesn't fit in good with that style of wrestling, because that style of wrestling is hard hitting, it's brutal, and it's also you got to come from that sometimes. Everybody don't come from that.
Right, and maybe that's the thing too with Chris Statlander, is maybe she's more advanced than the women wrestler on AEW, so then it doesn't really hit like that. So then she does tend to look like a short term, because she is by herself and nobody's really on that caliber with her. That that it just hits and miss, just like the match with her and Camille. You know, they
exactly.
make big to do, and that wasn't.
At that point in time, like, here's what people got to understand: Camille's an NWA wrestler. That's different tape. That's different wrestling compared to in you know what I'm saying, AEW. That's all those are different styles. So it's kind of like it's hard to mix all those together sometimes. It really is.
True.
But with that being
said, to an account.
Yeah. So with that being said, like, anybody else got something to say? Because we do have a Mercedes Renee dub.
Yeah, we do. She did pick up the victory.
And before we go on to the next thing, y'all know what we got to do here, man. We got our paid sponsors here, man. We got to take a break out for the show, man. Like I always say, if you want to be a paid sponsor and get your stuff played here, we go live 5 through 7 days a week. As y'all can see, we here on a Sunday, man. We go live 5 through 7 days a week. Like I see, you want to get your stuff seen here, I can show you numbers and stuff that you would like, and you will be able to promote your business. It don't matter what kind of business you run, we will help you. I can put together a video for your package video, shoot you a commercial. It don't matter. And like I said, if you want a sponsor, just let me know. Shout out to the 3 sponsors we do have. We have our boy Daryl Austin with Passport Republic, our people from Forever 21 Entertainment, and our girl Elizabeth Daly with Daily Cleaning. And with that being said, we are finna get ready to play out these 3 sponsors, and we will go and get back in it. So,
brief commercial break.
Okay.
It's not going to be long, people. I promise. Probably like maybe, I say,
3 minutes.
Give us about 2, yeah, something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's 3 minutes tops. Now, with that being said, here you guys go.
We shall be right back.
Down M13 through Genesee, I-75 is the home for me. Welcome to Saginaw, Saginaw, Saginaw. Down M13 through Genesee. Keep your focus, folks. Stack the millions.
Technical difficulties.
That was it?
No.
That was the first one. Don't worry, people. We got other ones coming.
Keep your focus, folks. Stack the millions. Rim boy, chuck and fly, throw it up, hold it down. Booking move with 75, traffic and going south. Pause, been the yak town.
Look, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. I was in here. Listen, y'all gonna catch me next time trying to eat this food. You gotta eat my mashed potatoes.
Austin with Passport Republic. Now we have our team with Forever 21 Entertainment.
Keep your focus, folks. Stack the millions. Rim boy, chuck and fly, throw it up, hold it down. Booking 1 for 75, traffic and going south. Pause, been the yak town. Credit Max, it's on now. Mac the jacket 313. T-Pile 8 town. Cleveland, chiefin' with Kilo and La. Blowing green, Grinch in the bluegrass with folk eye. Me and Thug burning, flip burning, skirt no 22s, bro, Burt and Love Almighty. What's up, nigga? Tuned in, turned up, on go. Everything gon' go, nigga. Tuned in, turned up, on go.
Tuned in.
Hey guys, this is Elizabeth Daly with Daily Cleaning. Me and my mom Tammy have 15 plus years of experience in residential and commercial properties. Our services range from Airbnbs, debt cleanup, move in, move out, or even if you want to set up a personalized schedule for your home. Here with this video is our contact information. Please give us a call, or you can message us on Facebook. and we will be happy to give you a free estimate. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We promise you we'd be back and it wouldn't be too long.
Not too
Cheers,
long.
cheers. Like I said, always, man, if you want to be a sponsor here, we go live 5 to 7 days a week. And like I said, I'll give you a great estimate, great price, and we'll get your business out there. And we show this just like we showed we showed this stuff. We show this 5 to 7 days a week, man. And we go ahead and promote. And with that being said, man, if you need something, hit up my girl Elizabeth. And the next thing, let's get back to the show.
Yes, yes. All right.
Next match.
Yeah. Oh,
Lord.
We had now this match might have been earlier on, honestly, but we might be right on schedule. It was Kenosuke.
Nope. No. We had Dark Garcia and Jack Perry first.
It was Garcia and Perry.
Yeah.
Jack Perry versus Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship. Another fucking tastic match. Hell, this one might also be tied for match of the night. Be honest with you, he did not.
This one.
That's me. He did not hit the dance at all.
He's been real serious about not hitting that dance,
he
though. But
has, but you know,
hey,
I tell you what, man, he needs to bring that shit back. I might have to hit that after my victory in the Las Vegas street fight. I have to stand there.
hey, killing them.
I'm gonna tell somebody to hit him from behind. If he get to moving his hips, go hit him.
You funny. I'm not finna play with you.
He hating. That's all right. Whoever hits me from behind is gonna get a chair in the back from Bonafide. So it's all good.
Bam, okay.
You finna start training, y'all.
Then she's gonna hit the dance.
Okay, listen, you already know.
We do in a fantastic back and forth, brutal match. Chops. I mean, this was more of a fight, a brawl than a wrestling match, which is fantastic. It's good to have at least one or two of those on a card a night, so you get kind of a mixture of everything. And I'll tell you what, your new TNT champion, Mr. Daniel Garcia, finally gets the push he deserves. Gets to showcase his skills. Gets to win. Tell me how you feel about this, boss man. What you thought about the match? How you feel about this?
You know I love this, man. You called this on Wednesday.
What's up?
You know I love it. You know, me and you called this on Wednesday. That's what we was hoping for.
Yep.
So, you know, I was excited. I was actually doing the dance.
Hey, yeah, boss man. That's what I'm talking about. I know you're happy to hear that. We got the new team.
Yeah, listen, because now that's how stuff is supposed to be done. You know, Jack Perry's gonna drop the belt, drop it to a Daniel Garcia. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm perfectly fine. I'm ecstatic. Like, yay, this is how you do the TNT title justice. You know, this is how it's gonna keep things going. So I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy Jack Perry as our TNT champion, nonetheless. So
he did a great job. I love this scapegoat gimmick. I mean, this whole thing with him and Daniel Garcia, with them, Daniel Garcia and Matt Menard kidnapping him, putting him on the hood of his. I mean, fuck yes. That's sports entertainment. That's what you tune in TV to watch. Those little segments in between matches. That's the type of segment. If you're gonna waste my time, because I got commercials and everything else, if you're going to waste my time with segments, give me that type of segment. You know what I mean?
Like, this is what I like to see, the young talent coming up, you know, have, you know, a mid-card belt. Like, this gives me something to look forward to. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, definitely. I'm excited. And it's definitely a way to showcase it and have it delivered in the manner that it's supposed to be delivered in.
Yep. It's a huge shout out to Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, especially with the TNT title, because that TNT title has been through its ups and downs. So it's nice to finally see it going back up.
He's like the 27th champion.
What's up?
He's the 27th champion.
Wow. Yeah.
Damn. See, and that's a lot of champions. And a lot of those are repeated champions.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, 27 champions in 4 years. That's...
That's a lot. That's a lot of hot potato. But I can say I can say Darby Allin was the TNT champion 4 times.
Yeah.
You know, Sammy Guevara was the TNT champion 2-3 times.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes was the TNT champion 2-3 times. That right there alone is that's 10 people right there. You know.
10 yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, because
yeah.
you're not saying that he's the 20 whatever different person. He's just that champion. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's how many times the titles moved. Miro was the TNT champion 1 time. Brody Lee was the champion 1 time. You know what I mean?
He's Brody.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah. So I'm happy for Daniel Garcia to be the TNT champion, because the last time he held the belt was the TNA Pure, not TNA, the ROH Pure Championship belt, and he didn't even hold it that way. So
we do have Konosuke Takeshita versus Ricochet for the international championship.
I think so.
Wasn't as good of a match as I hyped it up in my mind it was going to be. Not a bad match at all, so don't get me wrong, people. I'm not saying don't watch this match. No, absolutely watch this match. It's still Ricochet. It's still Konosuke. So it's still a good match, but I think that I overhyped it in my mind a little too much. So
I could see that.
I also saw Ricochet picking up the W, but that is not what happened. Konosuke Takeshita retains the international championship.
I don't see Ricochet holding the belt. It would have been too early for Ricochet to have the belt. To be honest with you, it would have been too early. And then they're still really trying to build Takeshita. Takeshita, however you pronounce his name, the Wolf, whatever y'all want to call him.
You said it right.
Yeah, so they're still trying to build a Don Callis family. So him losing the belt, it's just not going to happen right now. And especially not to take anything from Ricochet, not saying that he wouldn't be a good champion, but it's not right now.
Yeah.
Not right now. So I feel like that was just a nice lineup, good matchup, because Konosuke needs some good opponents to build up his rapport, with him being a champion. So him losing to Ricochet, I'm glad that he didn't, to be honest with you. I'm glad that he didn't. I wouldn't be mad at, further down the road, but if he would have lost tonight, that would have really did some damage to Konosuke. So I'm kind of glad that he did win and retain. And, we're still moving in a good direction. And I feel like for the Don Callis family, they're really building back up their momentum, because I feel like for a long time they did lose their momentum. They did lose family members. So now for them to come back and we're finally able to see who's their main family members in the faction, it did what it needed to do. So it makes sense.
And to have Konosuke, who retained over Ricochet, and then to have Kyle Fletcher, who beat Will Ospreay, trending in a good direction.
Yeah.
What do you think, boss man?
I love it. Like, shout out to my boy Ricochet. I love me some Ricochet. You know what I'm saying? Even like I tweet our stuff on Twitter. But wasn't that time.
Because you've been a big Konosuke fan too. Like you turned me on to him. Where you told me, man, why ain't you sold on Konosuke yet? I just wasn't. I am now. It took a while, but you're the one telling me, man, this dude's a real deal. Since when you first came.
Yes, sir. Well, I wasn't. That's why I said I wasn't ready for him to lose. So I was stuck in between the two. But I know who I wanted to win, and that was my boy Takeshita. I wasn't ready for him, especially with him actually just getting one. He just got that. So
Okay. We get to our co-main event, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Pull that back up real quick. I'm blanking, having a brain fart.
Bobby and Swerve.
Thank you. Yes, I don't know why I had a brain fart on that one. We had Bobby Lashley, the Almighty. I love that he got to keep the Almighty thing. That obviously was his, his brainchild or something. Versus none other than Swerve Strickland. Oh, wee boy, this one here. I didn't know who was going to win this one. It would have worked either way. In my mind, the way, Swerve's hot, but he's lost the last couple matches, lost to Hangman, so they could try to, get him a win so he stays, relevant and winning. But it's Bobby Lashley, so they bring in Bobby Lashley. You want Bobby Lashley to win right away, especially his first official match. Like, he's a beast. Of course it makes it. So it was kind of really hard. I wouldn't be able to call this. I'd had to flip a coin and pick from that way to decide who won this one. Hard fought, both sides. Spots where you're like, oh, damn, brutal match. Great match. The almighty Bobby Lashley does pick up the victory over Swerve Strickland in brutal fashion with the Hurt Lock, putting him out. Then attacking Prince Nana, putting him out.
Damn, not Prince Nana.
Oh, man. Prince Nana went to sleep, too, and he had Swerve reach out and grab his leg right as he was going out. Ever storytelling, constantly storytelling, so you see the bond between the two, and I love it. Love it. What did you think, boss man?
Dope ass match, dope ass segment. I honestly thought we were gonna get somebody else that screwed Swerve out the match. Like, I had Bobby winning, but I thought we were gonna get another member of the Hurt Syndicate that night. But I mean, I was perfectly fine with them making Bobby look dominant, winning the way he won.
Yeah. You had, of course, you had some of the interactions, of course, MVP and whatever, but mainly that was Swerve doing it to himself. They weren't fucking with him at first. He was looking at them and fucking with them. So.
Right. I just think maybe this match, it could be my own thinking though too. I think maybe we could have waited to have this match though. I feel like maybe this shouldn't have been the first match, especially with Swerve losing. We will see, but I'm glad that we got Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Syndicate, but I don't know. I just feel maybe this match was a little too early in the beginning of the storyline. I could be wrong though, but I don't know, because it just seemed like Swerve is about to get demolished. Because him and Prince Nana, I don't know. They looking kind of weak right now.
Which is why I could have flipped a coin and tell you who was going to win, because I really didn't know. This was like, could have gone either way for either one of them. I see how it could work. It would have hurt Bobby more than anything if Bobby would have lost, obviously.
Yeah, that's why
he's the almighty, but he loses.
But that's why I feel like maybe was it too early to book this match? So early. Maybe we could have waited. I don't know. Because now I'm kind of like, so what do we do now? Now that Swerve's lost, are we done with this storyline with the Hurt Syndicate?
No,
or
I think Swerve joins.
Yeah.
He joins, and he's saying him and Prince Nana.
I think
no.
So. I think Swerve turns on Nana.
Yep, I think they separate him from Nana. That they basically Karrion Kross style gets in his mind and tells him, "Look, Nana's great. He's family. He's whatever, but he's bringing you down. He's holding you."
Think about it. They're doing great storytelling because he's lost his last 2 pay-per-view matches.
Yeah.
Got you. But I'm like, then so we get rid of Prince Nana. No more Prince Nana.
I like Prince Nana. I like Prince Nana.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we just, this one of our last few times with Prince Nana now.
I think Prince Nana goes to somebody else. I don't know who, but gets his own stable and goes after the Hurt Syndicate.
I think it takes a while, though. I don't think we're going to see Nana on television for a while. And that's just the unfortunate fact of managers. Nana's a manager. He's not a competitor. So he's not, and I say this with all due respect and love, he's not essential. The wrestlers are the essential. You need to keep them. You need to keep them fresh. You need to keep them on TV. Managers, you can take away for a while. You can have them split, bring new people. It works more than taking a wrestler off of TV for 3 or 4 months and bringing them back. That hurts a wrestler much more than it hurts a manager.
This is true. And I want to say that's the whole thing of what MVP was saying in the first place. It's like, Prince Nana's not being a manager. You're the talent. Why is he out here
dancing, taking your spotlight?
Yeah, but I'm like, man, shit.
MVP, man. MVP's one of the best managers. Hell, he was a great competitor, but I love him as a manager. He does fantastic job. Still got that mouth.
He does. I like Prince Nana too. I like to swerve when I draw.
I think we're gonna get some new music from Swerve. He's been making so much new music. I honestly think we get new music also.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think so too. When he comes back.
Main event time, baby.
To the main event of the evening. One fall for the AEW World Championship. Jon Moxley, Orange Cassidy, always a banger. And I mean, it's Moxley. It's Cassidy. It's going to be a great match. Whether you're a Cassidy fan or a Cassidy hater, look, the dude is innovative. He's the only one that does the type of stuff that he does the way he wrestles.
Yeah.
Very entertaining.
Yeah.
This was a bloody match, but I don't mean Mox. For once, Mox did not bleed during a match. Instead, Cassidy bled like a stuck pig all over the fucking place.
Yeah, damn.
It was beautiful.
He must have not won either.
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But no, he didn't. Orange Cassidy did not pick up the victory, but there were several moments you thought, oh my God, it's going to happen. I mean, he starts off the beginning of the match. Do what, brother?
I thought it was. I'm not going to lie. You remember I kept saying Orange Cassidy was going to win?
Uh-huh.
I think it's gonna happen soon. If it didn't happen, since it didn't happen last night, I do see it happening within the next 2-3 months.
Well, the events that transpired afterwards, we'll see. Like I said, right off the grip, Orange Cassidy bum rushes Mox before Mox can get fully ready, which is great. Hits him with 3 orange punches. Boom, 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 boom. Suicide dive, he's taking it to Mox right off the bat. You don't really, it's like, holy shit, definitely catches Mox off guard. So for the first 3 to 5 minutes, it's all Cassidy. And then there was Mox being Mox. And from basically that point on, Mox just beats the living shit out of Orange Cassidy. This is when we saw Orange as the international title or whatever championship he held forever, that title they did have.
The international title.
Yes, that one. When he had that, every time we'd see him get beat up in all those matches, this was like all of those combined into one. He got beat down by Mox.
Listen, because it's a different Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley means business.
Exactly.
He means business.
I mean, Mox was covered in Orange Cassidy's blood. He had big old Orange Cassidy bloody face print on his neck.
But that's where Jon Moxley thrives in. If your blood is showing, he's like a vampire. That shit just gives him more energy, more fuel.
But I'll tell you what, that boy Orange fought valiantly. He gave him back everything that Mox gave him. He tried to give back. Mox bit his fingers. He bit Mox's fingers. He bit Mox before Mox even bit him. I mean, he was definitely another contender for match of the night. But the other 3, I still feel were stronger, and because of different aspects, because of who wrestled who. This is still Orange Cassidy versus Mox. It's no surprise that Mox beats Orange Cassidy. The only surprise is if Cassidy beats Mox. So I kind of expected the outcome. I was saying before, this is new Jon Moxley. You're bringing this new faction. You have him acting. If you have Orange beat him, it makes no sense. He says that this is his company now. They say no longer AEW. He's holding it hostage. If he starts that and loses his first big contender to take that away from him, it makes no sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he had to be. Go ahead, Bonfire.
Yeah. I also feel like this was a big match for Cassidy to really show and bring out his character. What I mean, to show that he can be championship material worthy. Even though he is just a certain gimmick, he can still do more with it. It's just not stuck in one lane. He can go to multi-dimensional lanes and still hang with the top competitor wrestlers. So I do feel like, he didn't win. That's why I feel like sometime in the next couple months or so, he could be one of the next champions. We weren't really seeing Orange Cassidy as an AEW champion. After him being in this storyline, it's something that you definitely can see now.
Yeah. Well, after Mox won, of course, the Death Riders just start pummeling, beating the shit out of Orange. We have all hell breaks loose, actually. Boss man, take it from here, brother, because, holy shit.
After this, we have a beatdown. We have our man Hangman walk out limping with the chair. He smacks Willa Yuta, gets his ass out the ring, and then Willa Yuta, then Hangman and our boy Jon Moxley have a stare down. as they're doing the stare down, we have our boy Christian Cage comes out and gives the what does he call this move in AEW? I know he calls it something else.
Unpretty.
What, the kill switch?
Oh, the kill switch. Kill switch.
Okay, kill switch. He gives him the kill switch to John Moxley as he's about to cash in. Like he's finna cash in. Now we have a Hangman and Christian stare down. Hangman looks, holds the contract, looks, hands it to him and walks out like, all right, whatever. As Hangman is limping out, we have our boy Christian finna cash in on Mox. As we got Christian finna cash in on Mox, we have our boy Jay White comes in and gives the switchblade to our boy Christian so he can't cash in. And does the gun stuff as he walks out. As they get Moxley out, but as Moxley and the group is running out, we see a crash, a car as they're in their truck, as they were trying to get to the truck. We see a humongous crash, and I mean big. As we see this humongous crash, they now have to go down. They just start attacking random people, steal a car. As they steal a car, they get out the way and go. Guess who gets out the car? Darby Allin crazy ass. If he hasn't done enough with crazy stuff, head bleeding as he gets out the car. I'm talking about can't get up on top of the trunk of the car. He has to knock off the glass and all this shit because he's the dumbass in the car that really does this. Usually this shit is pre-recorded. He's in the car that actually hits the car, so he basically gets in a real live rip. And it goes crazy. It knocks his board up against the glass several times. Finally breaks the glass. Darby's on drugs. I love it because Tony fucking Cook.
I'll tell you what, yeah, that's the way to end any
Where's
show.
Trent Beretta? Where's Trent Beretta?
Don't know.
Man,
But that is how the pay-per-view goes off the air, people.
that's crazy.
Leaving you thirsty for more. Leaving you going, what the fuck's going to happen now? And that is how you're supposed to do it. Tony Khan,
No,
I'll tell you what.
round of applause.
Out of
They
3
make
stars,
it
out of 3 stars of madness, here we go. You ready for this rating? Y'all about ready to shit yourselves?
Yeah.
2.8 stars out of 3.
What? 2.8.
If we hadn't had that dumbass Mariah May, Mina Shirakawa segment that
The champagne party?
had that, it would be
He
3
said, no
stars.
sex in the champagne room, y'all. No sex in the champagne room.
No sex, champagne room. Oh, wait, hold up, my bad. Went back to the 90s there for a second. Man, I was like, whoo. Anyway, yes, 2.8 stars out of 3 for me. But Boss Man, what do you give it?
Fuck it, 2.8. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'll give it
Same
2.8.
same with you because of the champagne segment.
Yep,
Yeah.
I can. The fact they almost killed themselves, like, yeah, come on now.
She almost hit the Mario coins out her ass.
Both. Well, she did. She got up bleeding. She damn near killed.
Yeah, unnecessary. But yeah, everybody, I want to thank everyone for joining. Thank our sponsors for sponsoring. It's a pleasure to be able to watch the wrestling and bring it to you guys that want to hear us jabber on about it. Hope we brought some smiles to your faces, made you laugh a little bit with our antics. It's your boy Lyle Murray. I ain't got much more to say. Bonafide Thundercat, good to see you, girl. I'm glad you were able to join us tonight. I know you were able to watch the pay-per-view, but out of what we explained and described, how you feel like the show would have went, is it something you'll go back and watch?
Oh, yeah. When I got the phone shop, I might go back and watch a few matches for sure.
Yeah.
But I even got my Britt Baker shirt on today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Shout out to Britt Baker, by the way, making her film debut in Netflix's Cobra Kai season 5, I believe it is. She plays one of the rival dojos, a Russian woman on a rival dojo in the Saikai Taikai World Karate Championship.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And with that being said, we're not gonna hold y'all on this beautiful Sunday. We appreciate everyone for joining. And yeah, we'll see y'all back tomorrow, man. The gang is out.
Yeah, we fully live and moisturized.